Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. This is your host on Moment with Kuti. My name is Kuti. Yeah. So today I want to tell you why I decided to homeschool my children this time. Keep watching and do not forget to give us a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Do not forget to share this video. When you share this video, you're supporting me. It's not easy to be a mother doing YouTube. Please support your girl. Keep watching. Share me, give a thumbs up, and also leave a comment according to this video. And I would love to hear from you at the comment section. So keep watching. So guys, this term, last term before the new term, my kids told me they didn't want to go back to their school, and then I began to look for a school for them. So if you watch one of my shots, the shots I posted about a month or two ago, my son refused to go to school. So I did a shot. I did a shot with the video, and I posted it. If you click on my shots, you see it. He refused to go to school. For that boy who is a very calm child to refuse to go to school, then you know there's something wrong. As for me, I wanted them to really stop that school, but their father was like, no, let them be there until he's really comfortable with another school where they can be. So as a mother and a good wife, what did I do? I listened. So I think on the 29th or 29th of October, I think 29th of October, my son had returned from school on a Friday, either 29th or 30th. 29th of October, my son came back from school, was crying seriously. I was upstairs, I overheard him crying bitterly. So I was like, what's going on? And then I rushed downstairs. I met my son by the kitchen floor, crying. And the cry was serious, like somebody had beaten him up. So I had to ask him, what's the problem? He told me that a senior secondary school student had bullied him in the school bus. So my other kids were like, Mommy, come and see the boy in the school bus so that you can speak with him. And I felt that no. In my mind, I'm like, how would I go and be speaking to a student? People have a head teacher, so we should be the best person to speak with. So me now, I was thinking that I like to do things following the book by the cover. I like to do it the way it's supposed to be. So I said, oh, don't worry, I'll speak to your head teacher. These children had the confidence that I was going to speak to their head teacher and everything will be resolved. But to our disappointment, we're disappointed. Let me put it down. I sent the woman a message, and I said, I even romanced her ego. I said, thank you very much, ma. I asked how her family members were doing, how she was doing. I said, thank you very much for I like the way you instill discipline in our children. I gave her all the accolades in this world, and I said, ma, I brought a report to you. You know that if it wasn't serious, I wouldn't even bother. But please, ma, can you look into the senior students in the school bus so that they will not bully the younger ones? And I painted the scenario. I told her what happened. So the woman didn't say anything. Then the next Monday, the next school day, which was a Monday, this woman called my 7-year-old child out of the assembly ground and began to insult him, telling him, I'm tired of your complaints. And you know, children do not know how to remove things. Anyhow you say it, they will bring it like that to the parent. The way the woman will do her face, they will do it like that and tell you. Children don't know how to. For adults, maybe if I'm trying to explain something that someone said, I might try to cover some point, but children are not like that. They say it the way the way it is. So that's how the woman said, I'm tired of your complaints. Tell your mother never to send me a text message. I'm tired of your complaints. You see that trouble you're looking for, you'll find it someday. So when they came back home that Monday, 1st November, they told me, I ask them, are you sure of what you're saying? So what I do is when my kids come back to tell me something, like maybe one of them says something, I'll call the other one in a different place and ask. And if they repeat the same thing without a mistake, I'll call the other one and ask. That is how I know, because at least there should be some mistakes, or maybe the other one not saying the same thing, but this one they said the same thing. I say, wait, did you say in the assembly ground? They said yes, in the assembly ground. I said in the midst of all the students. They said yes, in the midst of all the students. And teachers were even there. Teachers were laughing at them. So one of my sons now said, mommy, I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I didn't even know how to. He mentioned my mommy, so I was really embarrassed. So I was now looking for a government establishment where a government establishment that is in charge of, disciplinary action for private schools and maybe government schools so that I could tell them what had happened, because I didn't want to go to the school, not just because of what had happened to Mercy Johnson in her own case when she was not treated fairly by internet warriors, but for the fact that I didn't want to create a scene there, because I knew myself, if I had gone to that school, maybe I would have beaten up the head teacher for what she had done to my son, but I didn't go. I decided to go the legal way. So I spoke to my lawyer and he said that we should go to the school. I said, sir, I want to be honest with you. If I go to that school, I'll beat up the woman. So it's better I don't go. Let me calm down. So, but the truth is they're not going back to that school. And that was what happened. When I eventually found a body in charge of disciplinary actions, I told the woman everything verbally. She's a lawyer. She said, okay, that is good, but can you put it in writing? I did. And then one day my husband was going to help me submit the letter to the establishment. And then I got a call from my neighbor telling me, Mommy Triplet, congratulations. I said, what happened? She said, I'm happy for you. I said, I don't understand what happened. She said, that woman the head teacher had been sacked. I said, are you sure of what you're saying? Sacked how? Because this thing had taken like almost 2 weeks and no word from the school. What they did was, the woman never came to ask us, okay, we've not seen these children in school. What's going on? The woman never did that. The only thing she does is to send the school bus to come and pick them, which I never allowed. In fact, from that day, the school bus driver never saw them. But each time he comes, I see him from upstairs. He had never seen them, because I just wanted to shield them and make them, because I felt that these children were even going through depression, because they kept recounting what had happened, severally. Because I felt that children forget things easily, but the children of this generation do not forget. That's why I'm very careful what I even do to my children, because they will keep saying it, and I'll feel bad. So I'm very careful what I say to them and how I treat them. Because you see, these children, they are very emotional beings, so you need to be careful so that we don't raise children who are angry and go into the society, maybe get married, and then visit the anger on their wives or their husband. So I'm trying my best. I might not have money, but what I have is that I want to instill discipline with love, not the one that I'm disciplined. I'll discipline them with anger. No, I discipline everybody in my home, and later I'll call you, speak to you. After I've spoken to you, we are still friends. So when that happened, she told me that I was not sure. I was in the market. I'd gone to the market then. I got a call from a strange number. Hello, ma'am. I'm calling from so and so school. Jabim, I'm now the new head teacher. I'm like, you are introducing yourself as the new head teacher. I pretended as though I didn't know what had happened to the other one that she was sacked. I said, you are introducing yourself as a new head teacher. What happened to the old one? He said she was asked to resign because something happened in school. Something happened in school, and she was asked to apologize to the parents, and she said she was not going to do that. I was not like, really? Okay, is that what happened? I said, so what happened? The man was not like, he doesn't have full details. Of course, he's a new person. He was trying to be safe, so that they want to see all the parents that have been offended. It was then I got to know that I wasn't the only parent offended, though. I didn't even know that this woman has been bullying other people's children, insulting parents, sending messages through children to their parents. Like, I didn't know, because my husband mentioned that when he got to the place to submit the letter, the person receiving the letter said, this woman again, that this is the number what letter that had come on, still reporting this woman. And not like we the parents met to even agree on this. He said, why not people forgive the woman? So I got offended by that statement when my husband told me, how can we forgive a woman? Rather, what that body would have done was to remove her and take her to a mental evaluation center. She could be going through depression, and that's why she visited on the children. Okay, imagine that a head teacher behaves like this. How would a teacher behave? Because normally if a teacher misbehave, the head teacher is supposed to correct. And see, in fact, that school, they've done a lot of things to me, but I keep keeping quiet, like I don't want trouble. Because now if you do, they'll tell you, you don't behave like a Christian, you don't behave like this. So I was trying to be careful so that nobody misunderstands me. I was trying to be careful until this one, that you have to embarrass my son in public on the assembly ground. So I said no, I couldn't take it. I didn't even go to the school to report. So I later got to know that the owner of the school called for a management meeting and was trying to find out from the woman, how come 4 children from the same family pulled out of this school? What had happened? So the woman was the one that even told them what happened. We were in there. They asked her, Madam, you were wrong. Apologize to the parents. Say, over her dead body. How can an educator say over her dead body when you run a school, or you are a management staff of a school? You cannot use such language, because parents will definitely complain when their children are not treated right. Do you understand? So why will you say over your dead body? So, and you want to still continue to be in the education system, then that is why we are not getting it right. Because see, the truth is, if my child is not mentally stable, then the schooling and everything does not make sense. Because that child, I used to tell people that I'm a very deliberate parent. If you report, I remember one time I went to my children's school. I met my daughter standing by the entrance of her class. Her teacher was talking to her to leave the place. She disobeyed. She didn't know I was coming. Trust me now. Nigerian mother. She didn't know I was coming. The teacher didn't even see me. So I now came to her. I called her name. I said, your teacher is speaking to you and you are not moving. I said, we'll meet at home. The teacher was not saying, no, that's not got into that. I said, no, don't worry. You have done your part. I told my daughter, we'll meet at home. To be honest with you, when we go home, I sat her down. I scolded my daughter for misbehaving. That is not that she insulted the teacher, but for disobeying the teacher. I said, please, you write an apology letter. I ensured she did it. I read the letter before she took it. In fact, I reminded her the next morning to pick that letter, to ensure she puts it in her school bag and takes it. She took it to school. And the teacher was like, wow. Do you understand? So, if my child does anything you don't like, call my attention to it. Me? Then my children know now. I love them. I care about them so much. But the truth is, when they misbehave, I call them. I will just tell you, we'll meet at home. Because the truth is that there's a point at which you talk to a child in public and you embarrass the child. So I'll tell you, don't worry, we'll meet at home. I started holding meetings with my children, because being a mother of triplet, they came in a group. I started holding meetings with my children from when they were 2 years old. I think maybe 1. I'll just call them together. My friend will be like, now, wow, why will you be calling children for meeting? Will they understand? I say, it's from now they will understand. Gradually, even if they don't know exactly what I'm saying, it will be a culture. And I've been doing that. I hold meetings with them. I talk to them. Prayers. Okay, why are you saying you don't want to pray? Why? I speak to them. I tell them reasons why things should be done. Because the truth is that you tell a child you can't go out to play, and they're asking you why. This is a generation where children ask questions and they need to be told. Okay, fine. A teacher starts school like this man, and the next thing you are beating children in the class, you are pulling their ear. If a child does something, there's a naughty corner. You can kneel the child down. If you even flog my child on the palm is fine, but pulling my child on the ear and lifting him or her from her decks to the front is wrong. And I cannot tolerate that as a mother. So I won't fight you, but I will do the needful by reporting you. I remember a lot of times that teachers did things to my children. I'll send them a message practically begging them, because there are times that you even report them, they now become more brutal to your children. So what happened was, the whole thing, the new head teacher called, other teachers were not doing eye service calling, because they feel that the owner of the school had asked them, were you able to reach out to this parent? Why didn't you do that? No. So they kept calling me. My husband now said I should just be nice to them. I said I've been nice to them because they didn't offend me. They said they want the children to come back. They held, for the first time, this school called for a PTA meeting. Since my children started that school, there have never been a PTA meeting. But in this case, they called for a PTA meeting and said they want to have PTA. I didn't go. My husband didn't go. The only thing I'm waiting for something, is to leave their WhatsApp group. because they still want us back. My children cannot go back to that school because the woman still have people who are loyal to her. They will victimize my kids, so there's no point. So now my kids are homeschooling. They have the best mathematics teacher in the world. They have the best English teacher in the world. So I hope that they will do better while schooling at home. Even while they're at home schooling, I am very, very strict with what they do. Your television you will not watch. After every lecture, you go through your books. I go through the books with them if I'm at home. If I'm not at home, I come back and ask you, have you done your homework? Just the same way I do when they're in a normal school. So I still check all those things. My dear, if you know that your kids are in a school where they are being bullied, they are being victimized, they are being abused, remove them. If you cannot find a school yet, get good quality teachers to teach them. You will find out later that you'll be better for it. Thank you so much. If you have watched to this point, please give us a thumbs up and do not forget to share this video. It could help another mother out there who is facing this same challenge I just came out of. God bless you and share this video. Keep watching. See you in my next video.